Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack44227TV to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, like what we do on our channel and want to see more videos from us? Then not to worry about a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that way you can see more of our videos coming up very soon. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Hey guys, this is SamAttack4427 here with, well, a brand new video for all of you guys and yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, I knew I want to delve into pretty much talking about this for sure because, well, I think it might have tie-ins with, of course, what I'm actually going to be getting myself into for sure, so yeah, and surprisingly enough, I think pretty much from what I can gather, if I can pull it out right now, yeah, there we go, so, yeah. Yeah, I guess you can tell I actually got one of my Bachmann Thomas models, as you can see here, which is the Bachmann Thomas with speed activating sound, to which, yeah, quite fitting enough, pretty much for this video, does have some connections with, of course, pretty much the Bachmann Thomas and Friends range for sure, so yeah, I'll go ahead and put this back, so yeah. I guess I have every reason to make this video for sure because yeah, in case you actually missed out, just not too long ago, Bachmann Trains has officially pretty much released a brand new catalog for, of course, this year for sure with yeah, with all sorts of items that they're headlining, of course, on what they're going to be providing some current ones that are currently being released as we speak, to even some ones that they're working on that will be getting pretty soon. With, of course, the headline being a brand new limited edition, pretty much HO American Freedom train set in honor of course, pretty much the 250th anniversary of course, the good old US of A. So yeah, at least that's what I can say, of course, that front, but for while pretty much of anything, I think going over the entire catalog would actually be quite nice. I think it'll probably take a long time to actually pretty much do exactly the hag for sure. But what I am going to do is, of course, I'm mainly going to go over only a little bit of course, some new additions that are actually going to be added in for the Bachmann Thomas and Friends range for sure, according to the catalog that we actually got. Because boy, I've got a lot to say in regards to, of course, pretty much all that for sure, and I do have some really great thoughts, of course, each and every single one of them, so yeah, and keep in mind, I'm only going to be sticking mainly to, of course, the HO side of course, all the for sure, yeah, I think pretty much if you were to ask me about pretty much the N scale and the large scale pretty much range for sure, I'm pretty sure that's another discussion for another day for sure, but if you want to pretty much make it, but if you want to see me discuss about it short, sweet, and to the point, I'm definitely looking forward to some of the new stuff they're adding into the N scale and the large scale pretty much range that they actually got. I mean, I highly doubt I'm ever going to delve into the large scale side of things for sure. To which, don't get me wrong, it still does look good, but I do kind of felt pretty much it wasn't really pretty much gravitating towards me that I would actually purchase for sure. And plus, it's probably way too expensive to actually afford as we speak. So I'll probably save large scale for another time. But I guess in regards to N-Scale, on the other hand, I'm still looking forward to eventually getting pretty much the Thomas range in N-Scale pretty soon for sure, because, well, given for the fact that I am hoping to get the narrow gauge engines anytime soon, I am pretty much wanting to explore upon the N-Scale line for the Thomas range for sure. So yeah, but needless to say, I really do love the new additions they actually added in, if you were to ask me. So yeah. So now that we finally got that off my chest for sure, I can now delve into some of the pretty much the new additions that we actually got for, of course, pretty much the HO side of the Thomas range for sure. And well, based on what I've actually seen by far, I really do dig on what they've actually provided for sure, according to the brand new catalog that we actually got very recently for sure. Now, of course, obviously enough, pretty much for both the mainline engines and, of course, or the standard gauge engines, pretty much as another term, and even the narrow gauge engines, we obviously enough got both Stanley and, of course, Sir Handel, which really do look awesome. And I do hope to eventually get them pretty soon for sure. So yeah. I guess, pretty much, if anything, I really do dig on what they're actually providing from what I can gather for sure. Just the way they're listing off as, of course, some brand new models they actually got on top of the ones that we already got pretty much beforehand. Still really are quite nice, and does show that they are actually growing for sure. So I guess, if anything, Sir Handel being a new addition for the narrow gauge engines is quite nice for the pretty much for the narrow gauge engines in N-Scale for sure, while pretty much the regular old engines in HO scale for sure, I really do think are actually really great. And yeah, obviously enough, I did mention Stanley, to which I'm definitely looking forward to getting pretty soon. But we did also get some other additions that we know are going to be coming up later on for sure, like, of course, the mainline Diesel, Sydney, and Flying Scotsman, the latter of which I already did talk about in its own video on top of Knapford Station's comeback, hands down for sure. So yeah, and I know a lot of you guys are rather upset to see that pretty much the return of Knapford Station didn't make it into the catalog for sure, but trust me, I know they're working pretty hard to eventually possibly work on that for sure, so they will get to it eventually for sure, but they just didn't have the time to cramming into, of course, the catalog for sure. But like I said, for Sydney, the mainline Diesel, and Flying Scotsman, I'm definitely looking forward to those for sure. So yeah. And of course, pretty much, if anything, I'm also really taking, of course, some other ones that I'm really looking forward to, hands down. Like, of course, I did kind of mention that we are going to be getting a brand new troublesome truck themed to the 12-ton van, which I'm really looking forward to, and seeing of how I did already get the Christmas wreath version a while back for sure, I am actually looking forward to actually getting the other 12-ton vans that they also got for sure, like, of course, the regular one that they actually got as well, and even the funfair versions for sure. So yeah. All that and more will actually help build up a lot of hype for when I'll actually pretty much get the 7th troublesome truck that we're going to be getting for sure. And that's on top of course, pretty much everything else they actually got, like, of course, pretty much a new version of the milk tanker, to which I'm definitely looking forward to, hands down, and that's just to name me a few from what I can gather. So yeah, And of course, let's not forget to mention a few others that I actually am looking forward to that are currently released as of now for sure. Like, of course, pretty much of anything, the flatbed with, of course, the diesel fuel drums definitely do look nice. I'm looking forward to that. And of course, the new version of the tar tanker definitely does look nice. And even the sword or China clay pretty much wagons that we actually got, I really do think really are quite nice, and I do hope to eventually get those, as I really do think they'll be really great additions for my Bachmann Bill and Ben models that I actually got. And moreover, we did finally get to see the 80th anniversary vans finally get released for sure, to which, yeah, I definitely know for my main priority, hands out, I am shooting to actually get those pretty soon for sure, as I've been anticipating those for well over a year, hands down, for sure. And for while I am still bummed out that we didn't get the 80th anniversary saga for sure, I definitely know pretty much the 80th anniversary vans is definitely the ones I'm still looking forward to, hands down, so yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. And of course, pretty much, if anything, pretty much for some new additions that they actually got, hands down, for sure, is that, surprisingly enough, we are going to be getting some brand new, pretty much a rolling stock that's going to be coming up, hands down. Like, of course, we actually got a brand new wagon theme to the Farquhar Quarry, which is actually quite nice. We're going to be getting a brand new fuel tanker, hands down, and probably, I think, the one that really got me quite surprised is that pretty much of anything, they've officially announced that they're actually working on a 20-ton brake van themed to the Northwestern Railway, to which, yeah, I'm actually, yeah, I guess for the latter, I am really amazed that they actually finally decided to pretty much work on that for sure, because from what I've seen from the illustration based on the catalog for sure, I'm hyped as hell for, of course, the Sega pretty much brake van for sure, and it is actually quite interesting to note because yeah, in the 80th anniversary set that has been long since canceled for sure, they did hint for one of the rolling stock pieces that were originally supposed to be included in is that, well, yeah, one of them would definitely have to be a 20-ton brake van for sure. That actually would be included in exclusive to that Sega set for sure, and moreover, actually would tie into the other rolling stock that came out beforehand for sure, themed to, of course, on how they were illustrated in the original Railway series books for sure. So yeah, so by seeing pretty much the news that Bachmann Trains is going to be releasing pretty much a 20-ton brake van on its own for sure, I'm actually really looking forward to the for sure, because yeah, honestly, I think it is very well deserving of that, hands down, and I am I'm really hyped for that for sure. And bear in mind for the fact that this is not going to pretty much intervene with, of course, the 20-ton brake van that Horby made for sure, that pretty much, if anything, I did talk about how pretty much on what to pick up some time ago for sure, but I'm still looking forward to it, hands down, and yeah, I think it'll be a great way to actually have both versions of that Sega brake van for sure, just to see how it's actually going to be pretty much how it's actually going to do for sure. So yeah, I guess with what I've actually said, I'm really digging the nice new additions they actually added in, to which I know I didn't mention, of course, some other ones that they also got as well, but I think they are actually quite nice from what I can gather, and I'm definitely looking forward to those, hands down, and oh yeah, I think I also should definitely mention for sure is the pretty much of anything. I do know Bachmann Trains may or may not release pretty much the new versions of Thomas and Percy, but with DCC pretty much functionalities adding for sure, to which, don't get me wrong, they do look good, but honestly, I think I'm a little bit reluctant, of course, possibly pretty much gain those for sure, seeing how for my layout itself, pretty much it's not a DCC for sure, so I think so I highly doubt I'll actually pretty much get my hand, of course, possibly gain those for sure. Unless I'm proven wrong for the fact that they actually said that it can work on DC pretty much power for sure, but hey, yeah, if you guys think that pretty much DCC, yeah, the DCC versions of Thomas and Percy can actually function on DC powered tracker for sure, let me know in the comments for sure, so that way we can get some things cleared up hands down. But hey, even if that does happen for sure, could there be a possibility that I might actually get those and maybe talk about them for a future video? Actually, yeah, I definitely would for sure. So for a while, I may or may not be reluctant, of course, possibly gain them for the time being, but maybe that might change over time. Yeah, if I actually do plan on getting those for sure, I think they'll be interesting to see how they turn out for a possible future video for sure, but then again, I'm just speculating hands down, so yeah, I think given to what I've actually said, yeah, pretty much, those are, of course, what I can say for what they actually, for the new additions they actually got for the Bachmann, Thomas & Friends range, according to the new catalog that we actually got. There's nothing wrong with it, hands down. I really do think, pretty much of anything, I'm still looking forward to seeing what Bachmann Trains is actually providing, and surprisingly enough, yeah, I always look forward to pretty much a brand new catalog pretty much every single year from Bachmann Trains for sure. In fact, if anything, yeah, I know I haven't actually collected any new catalogs in a long time now for sure, but I'm glad I did now, now that I pretty much got the one from 2025 last year for sure, and yeah, whenever I actually pretty much get right on to, of course, pretty much gain one of these for sure, I still always look forward to seeing what they actually got for, of course, pretty much for the Thomas & Friends range for sure, because, well, that's basically the range I always stick with when it comes to Bachmann Trains for sure. I always have since I started getting these models back in 2009, and I still have nowadays for sure, and yeah, and even looking back, of course, the one that I got last year, I still find it quite amazing for the fact that I can always pretty much scroll through it and see what models they actually got for sure, that I'm really looking forward to, and possibly adding to my layout for sure. I mean, granted, I think given to what I've actually seen, looks like I'm starting to run out of spacing, of course, on my shelf, or, of course, plenty of the models for sure, so that might be something I have to work on, hands down, but you know me, I always look forward to pretty much what they actually got for sure, and yeah, and hopefully I think with the end result, hands down, I think they might actually turn out something really great, hands down, to which, yeah, don't get me wrong, for some of the models that we got pretty much in recent years, they are good, yes, but I can actually find a few issues from what I can gather. But I'm glad that did change over time since after I got Rebecca for sure, because, yeah, my point still stands when I actually talked about her in my What the Pickup episode that I did earlier this month for sure. I think this is the first time in a while that I've actually got myself a Bachmann Thomas model that I actually did find really great with no flaws whatsoever, so yeah. And who knows, maybe I think, maybe that might happen again with, of course, pretty much the next model that I'll actually get, or maybe not. We'll have to wait and see, so yeah. But I guess right up until then, I still always look forward to them every single time for sure, and And I'm really glad that during the last few months of 2025 last year, I've actually got myself back into, of course, pretty much buying some models that I never actually got the chance to actually get my hands on for sure. I actually did it very well with a good chunk of some Bachmann models that I actually got, and even devil into it with some Hornby models that I never actually got back then for sure. So I do hope we'll actually keep on going with that for sure, right up until I'll actually get myself caught up for sure. And you might be wondering to yourself, if that being the case, what's going to happen next if I'm all caught up after getting every single model from Bachmann trains for sure, pretty much from the past to where we are now in present day? Well, surprisingly enough, for a while, I think I will be completing, of course, getting myself caught up on getting some models that I never actually got the chance to get my hands on. Yeah, that's not going to stop me from getting some new models that'll be coming out, period, for sure. I'm still going to be looking forward to getting them for sure, but I think it'll be around the time once they'll actually be released for sure, so yeah, but we'll definitely have to wait and see, depending on if time and money will, of course, be the judge of that for sure, So yeah, but whatever the case may be, and until that day comes, I think I know Bachmann Trains is really pushing hard to keep the Thomas and Friends range going for sure. So I do hope we'll actually keep on going with that for sure. And hey, it'll also give me plenty of opportunities to still possibly make videos about them for sure. I still love what they were doing back then, and I still love what they're doing now for sure. So I do hope they'll actually keep on going with that anytime soon, so yeah. And I guess on that thought alone, I think I might as well end this video here, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and by all means, let me know down in the comments on what you think of the new additions they actually, that Bachmann Trains adding into the Thomas and Friends range. I would love to know on what you guys think, so yeah. So I guess on that thought alone, I think it's all what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and, well, I guess, given to what I've actually said, now I need to start thinking about saving up whatever bits of money I can to actually get some of these new models for sure. I mean, I know I'm missing out a whole lot, but I'll be quite curious to see on what I might get pretty much later on down the road, but we'll have to wait and see on that for sure, So yeah, but until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD and Sam Shepard. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyTack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as gain access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.